You know, I've really been thinking lately. We truly live in a feminized society. There are these unspoken rules around what we can say, what we can think, what we should want, that we all have to abide by. And the majority of men are so afraid of the consequences of not abiding to these rules. They will pretend to be pussies so they can be accepted by the society as normal people. And someone like you, who's sort of in the middle, like you probably believe that everything around us is BS. You believe what I'm telling you, but at the same time, you just don't have the balls to go out and say it. So you sort of find a way to cover it up. You probably say jokes like, "Oh, all women belong in the kitchen. They're not allowed to go to university. They shouldn't be allowed to vote." That's so funny. But truthfully, there is some degree of truth to what you're saying, and you know that deep down. So when you interact with the rest of the society, you probably see a bunch of men and women intermixing, partying, yeah, pretending everybody's the same. When you see those things, you feel lonely. Even you might be one of their friends. You might fit in really well, and you're still going to feel lonely because deep down, you don't believe that you should be there. Because women are inherently chaotic, and so men are inherently orderly. But now, when you go to parties, it's all chaos because it's feminized. The whole idea of partying is a feminine mindset. If the society was ran by men, like it should be, it would be just like in places like Dagestan, like Chechnya, like where I'm from in Uzbekistan, where everything is just normal. Men meet up and they talk about business. They train. That's it. That's how it's supposed to be. And you know what is the number one symptom, the consequence of feeling like your thoughts don't match the crowd? It's depression. That's literally what depression is. Same with anxiety. So if you feel these things when you're outside, when you try to mix in with people, there's nothing wrong with you. You just have some testosterone left in your body. That's it. That's why these people are telling me to remove it. In fact, I have a story from a couple days ago that you should be able to relate to. So the other day, I was sitting on my break. I work at the office. I had just finished my prayer, come out, grab a coffee, and getting a little bit bored out here, right? So I decide for some reason to check out what other people around me are doing. Because I never talk to anyone. I'm a big time introvert. So I look up my side. There's a woman there, non-Muslim woman, obviously, sitting next to me. And all the men around her, there's like a couple of guys. For some reason, they're all bringing her food. She's like, "Hey, can you bring me coffee?" I said, "Okay." Goes and brings the coffee. "Can you bring me food from downstairs?" The guy comes down and buys her food. 3 guys sitting around this one girl. And they're all trying to get close with her, trying to touch up on her slowly. I'm looking at that like, what in the white is going on there? I started to feeling uncomfortable, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not a pussy, but I feel pretty uncomfortable. So I had this sudden urge, and you're going to think this is cringe, but it's not. I had this urge to open up YouTube, and I started watching boxing fights. And I didn't even think about it. Like, my body just automatically wanted to do that. Put my headphones on, just disconnect from the world. I watched the full fight from start to finish. If you can relate to the story, that is a sign that you're a masculine man. When you look at chaotic situations, you just want orderly, masculine, dominant competition. You want to absorb that into you. So if you can relate to the story I just told, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, join my community of masculine Muslim men. If you join, you don't have to, but if you do, you have to do your 20 push-ups after every prayer. This has to be a part of your routine. This is what's going to turn you into the man that you need to be. That's what's going to keep your mind sharp. And I also invite you to watch this video I made. This is designed to boost your confidence and to make you feel more comfortable in the world that we live in with all the BS going on around us.